Yeah, Jason. Mm.
Saunders. And I can introduce myself if you
Okay. Oh
seems
yeah.
like he
Absolutely.
ain't tell you nothing.
Okay. No, for sure. It's just
Some of
cool.
them,
I'm gonna come back in. That's all.
yeah.
One minute. Yeah, interview questions for Mika, and
Mika, what I'll do?
another copy of the financial.
Okay, my name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go into
Okay, cool.
Talking point. Talking points and interview questions. You ready, man? Five, four, three, four.
Brunch.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Larry Roberts Jr. here, and I'm actually so Action Jackson is kind of sort of like a, it's almost like a tongue twister a little bit, Mika. So I have to kind of slow down when I say filling in for guest starring for Action Jackson because
Yeah.
I you kind of get slipped up. But and we have
Hey y'all, it's Mika Saunders, your girl Money Mika on the air.
what's up, Money Mika. So today is in the raw, right? Anti-Israel college student protest might cost you a post-graduation job. Here's what we know. College campuses around the country have been erupting in protest against what many consider the genocide of Gaza by Israeli forces, though students may have trouble finding their dream job following graduation if their employer catches wind of their activism, according to recent polls. A recent survey of over 1,200 business leaders by Intelligent.com uncovered a lot about how employers really feel about hiring Gen Z college graduates. Among the findings, 1 in 2 survey respondents said they believe the recent grads have a worse work ethic and have fewer practical skills.
Mm.
So let's stop there.
Mm.
Mika,
Mm.
this is what I think, right? Um, Sometimes I think on TV interviews, especially people who are, high class or Hollywood, right? I think they try and catch them up with asking them questions as it relates to, what their views are about the things that are going on overseas, like with the Jews and things to that degree, right? What do you feel about that? Like, would you just keep your mouth off of it? Would you say how you feel? I mean, what do you think about that?
I think if you I always say if you have something to say it. And if you don't have something to say, keep your mouth shut.
Right.
And so if you don't really understand all of the specifics that's going on with what's happening over there, then you should keep your mouth shut. You really shouldn't say anything. And so yes, I would kind of keep my mouth shut.
So do you think it's more about religion, or you think because some people think one side is right and some people think the other side is right. So
Yeah, I think religion plays into it, but I also think power plays into it, land plays into it,
okay.
money plays into it. I think it's more than what we would ever truly understand,
Right.
honestly.
So growing up as a Church of God in Christ,
Mhm.
Christian, as you say, right, Pentecostal, whatever, holier than thou is what we call.
Yeah.
We were taught that you couldn't wear pants, you couldn't. The my mom is going to be 72 years old. My mom still don't wear pants to this day, right? So no wearing pants. We couldn't go to the show. We couldn't go on prom. It was things like that, right? But as I got older, I really understood that, like, it wasn't really anything so much wrong with that. They just wanted to protect us from not going out in the world and getting caught up in things of the world, right? I would have rather them tell me, hey, man, just don't do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But my point being is that I've come to realize it's not about religion. It's about what your relationship with God. So I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Buddhist. I don't care if you're Catholic. Church of God in Christ. I believe God is God. And if a Muslim, is telling me, hey, man, get up, go to work, love your neighbors, be kind one to another, I don't think that they're telling me anything wrong. So I think that if that's expelled a little bit more versus it being this religion against this religion, so on and so forth, I think things would be probably a little bit easier.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay, so what did you grow up in? Like church, no church?
Church for sure, Christian, for sure, Baptist. Went to church on the west side of Chicago.
Okay, what church was that?
Pleasant Ridge.
Okay, I know Pleasant Ridge.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Rolandis.
Yeah.
Rolandis.
Yes, Rolandis more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And went every Sunday school, all of that.
Okay.
But it wasn't super strict for me, right? Because actually
I'm Baptist, so Baptist is not as strict.
Yeah.
We had to get saved every Friday.
Oh.
I got sick of getting saved every Friday night. I did, literally. And if you sat down too prematurely, what they would do is I'll sit down. They'd be like, "Little Larry, what you doing sitting down?" I said, "I'm saved." They say, "No, you're not. Get back up here." So I used to literally sneak spit on my face, so that way they can think that I was crying. Because if you ain't crying when you sit down, they be like, "No, you ain't saved. Get back up here." We be on the altar like, "Say, save me, Lord. Thank you, Jesus." I'm still there for an hour, man. So
that's hilarious.
Was different.
It was way different.
Yeah, they smoking in the bathroom at the Baptist church.
No, we were not.
I mean, they was. I mean, the deacons, boy, they'll get you.
Yeah. No, but it was a good time for me. It was a good time. And it was by choice too. Okay. So I went to church with a friend of the family of the family. You know how you got an auntie, they got an auntie, they got an auntie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she would pick us up every Sunday. I would go to church and fall asleep for half of it, but then wake up, eat chicken in the basement, and then go home.
Wow.
Right? So it was real chill.
Okay. So that was In the Raw, y'all. So you're listening to Brunch Bunch. Larry Roberts Jr. filling in for Mr. Action Jackson. I have to say Action Jackson. I've said it a million times so I can get it right. And we have Miss Mika Saunders filling in for Miss Tamara Fair. Y'all keep y'all dial locked in to the best, the absolute best 12 o'clock noon show there is on this side of heaven. Right, y'all?
That's right.
I keep it locked in. What about it?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey. That's the thing.
What's going on?
When does the mix?
We already played mix.
Oh, y'all played the mix already. Okay, cool. So then he said that somebody calls in. It's pastor. Somebody calls in. They'll say it's pastor calls in.
12:30, right? What time?
It's supposed to be like 12 early, yeah.
What he doing?
You ever call in?
Now, Justice, this doesn't connect to my page.
No, it's just
The next song, Stop Your Bunch.
Brunch Facebook.
Yeah.
Might be sharing that to my page.
Go to the Facebook page, find the live.
Okay.
After it's done, right? Okay, cool.
You can X out My God. That's playing right now.
Okay.
Got another fan or no?
We're gonna do it.
Okay.
Somebody said, yeah.
So is this before Mika?
Yeah, this is Mika segment is after.
So what's going on now? Then the next song. And then Mika.
Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Dream Center's new Dream Builders Collective. That's right. We've created an online community for aspiring
Thank you.
entrepreneurs. If you're looking to start or grow your business, you want to become a member of the Dream Builder Collective. Brands, contracts, media opportunities, community, everything that you need. We have ebooks. We also have business templates to help you take the guesswork out of starting or running your business. All you have to do is go to thedreamcenter.com. That's
Thank you.
thedreamcenter.com. Sign up, and we can help you start or grow your business.
Hey there, Chicago. Are you looking to buy the home of your dreams or sell your property at the best price? Your quest ends at LNS Development. With our expert real estate and mortgage loan services, we turn your property dreams into reality. Find out your Our seasoned team is here to guide you every step of the way. So whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, make your next move with confidence. And area code 774-616-0906. And let LNS Development open the doors to your property dreams. Again, 773-616-0906. LNS Development, where your property journey begins and awaits.
So do you have dry skin, fine lines and wrinkles, or do you just want to get or maintain your youthful glow? Then you need Vanguard Beauty. This Black-owned, woman-owned vegan beauty line has all the wants your skin could ever need. Envelop your skin in luxury with organic, botanically derived skincare and makeup that is also talc-free and cruelty-free. The foundation is weightless and feels like skin. The lipstick and eyebrows are so pigmented and come in a variety of gorgeous colors that there is sure to be something for everyone. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself and go to VGBstore.com. That's VGBstore.com. Vanguard Beauty. We don't just cover imperfections, we reveal the beauty in you.
Hey, my people, ready to level up your kindergarten classroom game? Introducing Effective Kindergarten Classroom Management Strategy for Success. This ain't just any book, it's your roadmap to running a tight ship while keeping the vibe fun and inclusive. Say bye-bye to those chaos-filled days and hello to smooth sailing with my tried and true tips. Let's empower our little ones together. Grab your copy now and let's make magic in the classroom. Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Welcome back to the Brunch Bunch. You have Larry Roberts Jr. here, and I'm guest hosting, and I figured out how to say it without a tongue twisting me. You have to say action, Jackson. You have to pause in between instead of trying to say it all together. And we have Miss Mika Saunders, who's guest hosting for Miss Tamara Fair.
Hey.
So what's going on, y'all? So I'm reading through this, and I'm like, yikes, right? So Howard University might be the origin site for Diddy's many alleged abuses. Wow. So I met him before, y'all. Like I met the whole, family. Because I'm in the music industry, right? So I had the opportunity to be on, stages and platforms and vicinities, so to speak, with these people. So I met, Puff and the family and all of this kind of stuff. But man, maybe I wouldn't have stood there. I would have knew, what I'm saying. But anyway, as the sexual assault and sexual harassment lawsuits shine a light on Sean Diddy Combs' troubling history of alleged violence toward women, Rolling Stone's shocking new investigative article reveals that the music mogul's misdeeds may stretch all the way back to his time at Howard University. But get this, Diddy began attending the acclaimed HBCU in the fall of 1987 and left after his sophomore year. However, the way he shouts out his alma mater, talks about his time there and donates money. You think he graduated. Apparently, it was during his time at Howard that he developed a reputation for throwing unforgettable parties. Man, that's where it started at, huh? See, that's why at church they didn't want us to go away to college, because they knew what we would get into. But we got into it here too. Anyway, however, he also gained a reputation for his alleged unwanted touching and fits of rage. Wow. According to the magazine, one woman told the outlet that after he caressed her back without warning and asked if she would be willing to meet one of his friends, she stayed as far away as possible. From the future bad boy founder, it seems anger management has always been an issue, as a former student described an incident in which she had a problem with Diddy cutting the cafeteria line and he flew off the handle. Is that narcissism, you think? Maybe?
You
think that's-
think? I definitely think so.
Yikes. In a particularly scary incident, a former classmate of Diddy's then girlfriend described how he would show up at their English class and tap on the window to get his girlfriend to ditch. Yikes, maybe. The classmate, who stayed anonymous out of fear of retaliation, recalled how the girlfriend would tense up during these moments. He just had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful, the classmate said. So how do you feel about that, right? Like, do you think that somebody such as myself, right? I always say I've been platformed since I've been, a kid. My daddy played organ for a lot of the great gospel singers back in the day. I started out playing drums and keyboards back young. So, from sitting on the organ bench with my dad, swinging my legs, that's how small I was, being around a lot of these superstars and greats and stuff like that, right? The point being is that a lot of times when we are platformed and we're in that light, we kind of, feel like we have the reins over, especially women. So you can be, you could be fat, you could be ugly, you could be skinny, you could be a midget, you can have two toes. If you're platform and if you up there on an instrument, or if you preaching, or if you somebody, who's who, people love you. But my thing is that I wouldn't want anybody to want me because of who I am and what it is I do. I would want you to want me genuinely because of the heart that I have and the person that I am, right? I mean, of course, when we're younger, saying guys, we're gonna go for it, we're gonna take advantage of it. But in retrospect, I would prefer for people to want me. I wouldn't want to force anybody to want to be with me. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I love what you just said. I think that's how most people should be. But one thing that I've learned is that there are a few different human needs. And one of those human needs is significance.
Yes.
And whenever significance is like one of the major needs that a person has, they will do anything to get it. These are the people who will murder people, rape people, hurt people just to get that significance, right? Or other people who are just famous, who are on stage. They love that significance, right? And there's nothing wrong with being successful, but when you need that feeling, then you'll do anything to get it.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think he's going through. And I just want to help women, honestly, just be a bit more confident, more strong when they're in these situations, to be able to speak up and to be able to get themselves out of it. But I know it's way deeper than that.
They want to exist. You know what I'm saying? They want to be confirmed as, and a lot of women too, unfortunately, their security level and their confidence level is not up there. So when you find somebody who's in, high authority, it makes them feel good knowing that they're wanted by that person. But nevertheless, we could talk about that all day long, right? But y'all keep y'all dials locked in, guys. We're gonna come back with some more from Miss Mika Saunders. You got Larry Roberts here, and please stay tuned in to the Brunch Bunch.
Just so that it's like a lot of words, and I couldn't fix it. Yeah, you can print it off.
We got 4 minutes on the phone.
I'll highlight what I need.
I'm not trying to play the whole song.
But I'll be fine without them. Can't print them.
So we're going into her segment. Okay, so I'll bring her in for her segment, and then.
Well, you supposed to be interviewing.
Okay. Okay, here it is, right here. There you go.
Now, what are the interview questions? Because I don't know about that.
If she got a
we on the same page.
I got your bio interview. I got your bio interview.
Okay.
Got it? Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, so basically they just, y'all good. You just made them into questions. Good.
So I asked for your booking sheet, so I have to take the information that you provide.
Is this something like
Nope, no, it should be good.
Fuck this out.
Let's do it.
we're gonna have about 25 minutes left in the show. Split it into about 2 10-minute segments.
Okay.
Sorry, about 12:36. Probably gonna go to about 46. 45. Song.
Okay, what song is next?
So I'm gonna just put something in there. We say, hey, spot right here, we got the good document, something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it out the song.
Okay, let me know. Then I jot it down. I like to be able to speak to the phone, but I'm saying something about Erica Campbell too.
You got a preference of anybody?
You know what? You play. Uh, Tell of his goodness.
Who's the best?
Bishop Larry Trotter. Larry Trotter, tell of his goodness.
You got a lot of his songs, but I don't know if we got that one.
Oh, do it have to be in there?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Are You Ready? Are you
Same
ready?
person?
No. Are you ready? Trinity All Nation.
Yeah.
Larry Roberts Sr.
We got I Love Z. Are You Ready? Yeah, we got that one. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. Then that's the song we're going to go into.
Okay. I Love Jesus is up. That's my mom saying that.
We got that one too.
You know what? Do I Love Jesus? I Love Jesus.
All right, so write that one down then. We got 1 minute. We're going to go into the segment in 1 minute.
I already told him what to put in. Bad. Next time.
40 seconds. 40 seconds. And make sure you know when you say, hey, we got Mika Saunders, give it like a little half a second pause so we can get some applause in the room, okay? 20 seconds, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
That was Do You Believe in Love, Miss Erica Campbell. I know them, y'all. I was actually with Warren at the studio some months back. Gave him a pair of my shoes for him to wear. He loved them, real good. But anyway, welcome back to Brunch Bunch, everybody. Larry Roberts Jr. here, and I'm guest hosting for Action Jackson, and we have Miss Mika Saunders who's sitting in for Miss Tamara Fair.
Hey. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a little bit about Miss Mika Saunders. She's a mogul, right? Introducing Mika Saunders, a business and finance coach with a passion for empowering individuals to achieve financial literacy and freedom. As the founder of the Prosperous Dynasty, a financial planning and service firm, Mika is dedicated to helping people take control of their finances and build a prosperous future. Today, she joins us to share insight about Prime America and the keys to financial empowerment. So, Mika, laying the foundation. Why do you believe it's crucial for parents to start teaching their children about money at an early age? Can you share some simple activities or lessons parents can use to introduce basic money skills to your young children?
Yes. Thank you for that awesome introduction.
No problem.
So I think it's so crucial, especially for me. Okay, I come from poverty, come from the west side of Chicago, not having a lot of money, parents not having a lot to give, but having to figure it out all on my own, right? And so that made me develop a real passion for creating financial wealth. And so now when I think back on even with my own children, I'm teaching them about money early on. And I think it's our job. We can't depend on, the schools or jobs or anybody else for that matter to teach our children about money, about finances. And we definitely cannot think about the traditional education system doing it for us. Right. And so, we learn a lot of things in school, but one of them usually is not money. It's usually not credit. It's not, how to buy a home, how to write a check. It's not any of that. And so I believe first, the parents definitely have to get educated. And especially as we're going into the summer, right, we want to make sure that we continue to allow our kids to learn. And so when I think about the different age groups, so I have a little baby, I have a 2-year-old. And even at the young age of 2, we can start teaching our kids about money. And so even just coins, teaching about the different coins and what you do with these coins. My baby walks in my office at home and she's like, I had this like coin jar. She's like, "Mommy, I want money, money," and I love it. You know, there's nothing wrong with you wanting money, right? And so I pull them out and we play with the coins, and I'm teaching her penny, nickel, dime, just teaching just small things like that, even to the young kids. Very, very important. A little bit older, I have a 9-year-old as well. But before she was 9, I would teach her different things like as far as chores, right? With her, she doesn't really have a lot of chores, but anytime that she does do something around the house, that's cool because you're supposed to do that. But anytime you do anything extra, she can go ahead and negotiate a salary.
Y'all let these kids negotiate.
I know.
I knew it. I was waiting for you to say it. There's no negotiation, but go ahead.
I love that my baby negotiates. Okay. I know my mom, the grandparents, they're like, "What are y'all doing with these kids?"
See what I'm saying? It's almost like us not being able to go in the living room with the plastic on the couch.
Yes.
But then the grandkids can come in there and do whatever they want to do. So now we negotiating with
We
kids
are negotiating.
now? Oh, please.
Because guess what?
That was the negotiating. That Omnicord was the negotiator when we were coming up.
Now, don't you negotiate in business now? As a
we negotiate
businessman?
in business, but kids don't. No, but I'm only joking with you. I mean, it's a great way to help them to be responsible. So I was actually waiting for you to say something in regards to a lot of times when back in the day when kids were younger, their parents would take and get like light bills and gas bills in their names and buy stuff in their names and stuff like that, right? But what I did with my daughter and her mom, we started her credit when she was a teenager. So now she's 30 years old coming up in August and she has A1 credit. But we taught her how to keep those things together. So those are some of the things that I did with my daughter when she was
that's great. Around 16, around older, right? Absolutely. Make them an authorized user on your credit card. That's a real good hack right there that a lot of people don't do. And a lot of people don't do it because they don't have good credit themselves, right? But if you're in a position where you have a good amount of credit where you can add authorized users, it doesn't hurt you. Absolutely. And so I definitely plan on doing that. And teach them how to use it, right? Don't just give it to them. They need to understand what's going on and how credit works. So definitely I think around the age of 16, that's a good thing too. I think you have to wait until they're about 16 in order for you to be able to do that. But before that, you get a checking account, get a savings account, make sure that they know how that works. Let them use their own card. Yeah. And so even with my daughter now, she's 9, and I think parents should do this too. Like a lot of us want to save for the future for our children, right? We want to invest. We want to make sure that they're saving for their future. And so my daughter, whenever she wants something, and I'm like, "Okay, do you have any money?" And she's like, "No, she has money all over the house that she loses after her birthdays, right? But she has investment accounts, right? And so since obviously I'm licensed in that area, so I do investments. So I'll log into her account and I'll show her, you have money. You have money in your investments." She's like, "Oh man." They want it now, yeah. But she wants it now. But then that's an opportunity for me to educate her on why you have to have that delayed gratification. And now you can't have this money right now because we're saving for something. We're not just saving, but we're investing for the future, right? Because there's a difference. And sometimes, saving is great. I think that's the first step, but you also have to make sure that you're investing as well because you're going to be able to compound and grow your money much faster. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go into this next segment, I want to introduce this next song. It's called "I Love Jesus" by the Trinity All Nations Church, right? My dad wrote this song in 1981. My mom is on the lead of this song, right? So they both met each other in church. My grandmother was the pastor, and they met. My mama said, you ain't gonna be my husband." My father said, "That's gonna be my wife." My mama said, "No, you ain't." And they got married when they was 20 years old. And boom, I came along, right? But my dad, amazing songwriter back in the day, he played for a lot of the greats like James Cleveland, Albertina Walker, Milton Bronster, Miss Livonia Whitley, the O'Neill twins. He was around, the late Thomas Dorsey and all of these people. So he was a great songwriter. He's still alive and well right now. So this is one of the songs that he wrote. "I Love Jesus," Trinity All Nation, and my mom, Darlene Roberts, on the lead.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Really? So that's my dad playing organ on. Please be patient. Dad playing organ. I got a feeling. Co-writer. I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. Michael Wade on the piano.
just
So we're gonna come back in around 12:49, 12:50. About 5 minutes. 2 minutes of show.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
Outro. Hey, thanks to y'all.
So I have to plug my event at the end. So let that be the last thing I do.
You want me to ask any more questions or?
I guess we got to go one more at least because we went through that whole. Oh, we could just let's talk about the event because I can talk about that for 10 minutes. So because that was enough on the kids, they got that.
I just ran from over there. I just jumped in the cab, man. It was live.
Oh yeah.
So they'll have the link. I can go back and see it. It was good. It was real good. Yeah. With Ryan, never say his last name.
I have to check it out.
I really. So, I played them. I played Tommy John Hamilton. I've been playing him for the last 19 years. Been for over 25 years. So there are certain aspects because now stuff that wants to kind of like got choir music, but they want to still keep it up on hype versus the ballad type, right? Then you got a lot of CCM music. We got like Jabari Johnson is one of our praise team leaders there. And you got Valencia Lacey, who's one of the praise team leaders there. So they kind of do more like up like CCM stuff like that. So it's very rare that you're gonna get a song like this. Like he invited my mom out a few years back and he did like a segment like old gospel.
Like I've heard that like when people pass away.
Yeah.
Like it's like man, every song that I was heard, it really the person that.
Wow. I listen to James Cleveland every day. I listen to James Cleveland channel, like Lisa Franklin and all of them, man. Bishop Carlson here.
It's on iHeartRadio. I am Justice. Hey, cousin. But yes, I am local in Chicago.
DJ Brandon Barker said hello. Mika Saunders. Brandon Barker
Oh, hey, Brandon.
said, hey, Brandon.
That's your live?
No, it's the Brunch Live. So
Oh,
I think they
okay.
tagged me.
Oh, okay.
If y'all see LaVelle Crawford, when he did that, what he said when he was little, he had to do his happy to speak. And he said he could say it. He said, happy. And his mama said, Easter boy. He said his sister got up and said, and when Easter comes, this, that, the other. His sister said it flawless, but he couldn't even say happy Easter. He said, happy. His mama said, Easter boy. What up, Xavier? Hey, Miss Enzo. Okay. Good thing I was in position, but I wasn't putting no roll on clapping. I was too cool for all that. Put no roll on clapping, man. Position section. That was Adam that was in the choir clapping. Church choir, he was an altar boy, man. That choir roll.
Hey, I'm so glad. About to get started.
Basically.
Tag party for y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go back to that so
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the Brunch Bunch. You got Larry Roberts Jr. here, and you have Miss Mika Saunders
Hey,
in the building on today. I'm getting sad, Mika,
why?
because we're coming up on the last part of the show, and I'm sad.
Almost over.
Yeah, I appreciate Marcel and Tamara for allowing us to come in and host for them today. That was pretty dope.
I do. It's been a great experience.
Yes.
I'm having fun.
Great. So, Mika, you have an upcoming event that you'd like to talk about? Come on.
Yes. So we do an event every month, and it's based on financial services. So our goal is to educate the community, okay? Making sure that people understand money in a few different ways, okay? So the first way is life insurance. We want to make sure people understand life insurance, understand how much life insurance they need, and also understand the different types of life insurance, because I'm sure you would agree that a lot of people don't understand life insurance and how it works, or what kind they should get, or even how much they should have. Exactly. Passing the hat around, doing the GoFundMe accounts, doing all of those things. And we truly want to get rid of that in our community. We want to make sure people are leaving millions behind, right? When we pass on, let's leave millions to the next generation to start them off in a much better position. So we teach and we educate on the types of life insurance at this event. So it's not just like a fun event where you're just having fun. It's going to be fun because we got wine and we also have, well, conversations. Okay. So we do both. Then the next topic would be more so on investments. Okay. We talk about investments, about making sure that you have the proper retirement plan set up, the proper emergency fund set up, making sure that you have, let's say, if you want a college fund or some kind of fund for your children, custodial accounts. We educate on that, but we also are in a position to put them in place for people, right? So that's the great thing. So a lot of people are with TikTok and Instagram, and they're learning all these things from the people on Instagram and everything, but these people don't have the education or licenses to actually help anybody. And so what we love about our office is that we can actually help the people. And then finally, it's about making money, okay? Because the problem is not only the education, but also people don't have enough money to do these things. And so now we're not going to just tell people what they need to do, but man, let us put you in a position to actually do it by helping you make more money.
So speak on this if you don't mind me, and I don't want to overstep who, because you're a financial guru. I've just been in business for 32 years, and I kind of know all of this stuff, right? So tell them about insurance as it relates to what they can pay into, where at one point, and I don't want to, let the cat out the bag. I want you to talk about it, but you pay into this insurance policy, and then it grows. If something happened to you, then your beneficiary can cash in, but you can borrow from it as well. You know what I'm talking about? So tell them about that.
So now that's a whole different conversation.
Because a lot of people, well, I think one of the biggest things, if you ask me, with insurance is that people look like, man, I don't need that right now. I'm only 20, or I'm only 25, right? And I plan on living till I'm 80, but then something happened to you when you are 25, then now the people have the burden of having to, you know what I'm saying? But people need to know how they can benefit from it, because if I feel like I'm paying forward into something, where if I want to open up a business and I can call my insurance company and say, hey, I see I have about, $100,000 up there, can I borrow from that? And it's tax. So
So this is
just touch on it a little
I can
bit.
touch on that. Definitely will be a longer conversation, because what we educate people is on making sure that they have life insurance and their investments separate. Okay. Because there is a policy where you can borrow from, but then what happens is now you don't have the insurance. And so we want to make sure that when people pass away, that they actually have something to leave behind. And oftentimes, honestly, in our community, they don't have enough money where they're able to put in $1,000 a month to make that money grow to the point where they have enough to actually pull out money and put it somewhere else. And so what ends up happening, let me give you a story. My grandmother had, it's a whole life policy. She had a whole life policy and she borrowed from it. And when she died, we ended up only getting $2,000. So when she passed away, it left us needing and grieving at the same time. And so we actually educate people against doing that, because they're not business people. Most of our clients are people who are middle class America, lower class America. And if they can borrow, guess what they will do? they will borrow. And then when they die, guess what? Their family gets nothing, right? And so the foundation of it all is going to be making sure you have that life insurance to make sure that your family's good if you pass away, right? And then now you're in a position where generations and generations can come. Now you can build that generational wealth because now they're better off in the long run. So I'm like, it's a longer conversation, but that is like the basics of what we educate the community on, because that's the best. It's going to put them in the best position. And then when it comes to the making the money and then investing the money, we do that. Making the money and getting the education. So the education, basically what I do here every time I'm here is educate. And it's because we want people to get the licenses. We want you to get the education. So I went to school, got a bachelor's degree. I'm a registered nurse, actually. That's what I went to school for. And I don't work as a registered nurse anymore. Been in the financial services industry for 10 years. And I have more education from the financial services industry, getting all of these licenses, than I got in the 4.5 years that I was in college.
But it's just, I just feel like it's really difficult to reel people in when they are in need right now, right?
Definitely.
Which is why people won't invest in the IRAs and the CDs and things to that degree, because it's like, okay, I need right now. You can't tell somebody how to save money if they only make $50, but their bills are $100, right? So how do you expect me to pay into an insurance policy and get an insurance policy that I don't think I'm gonna need for another 40, 50, 60 years? You know, I'm not paying no, but a lot of people don't know as well, depending on how old you are, you can get an insurance policy where you're paying $24, $26, $27 a month.
Exactly.
Right? Where you have a $25,000 policy where you're paying 20, and you don't even have to do no P test, depending on, they're gonna ask you if you smoke and drink and stuff like that, right? So I know there's a lot of information, but tell them how they can reach you, how they can get in contact with you so they can get some of this insurance that you got.
Definitely. And just to mention too, we've gotten people $1 million policies for like $50, $60, $70, depending on their age. So that's a great thing too, because people think it's going to be, like you said, so expensive, but it's not always expensive. It depends on your age and your health and all of that good stuff. But insurance, investments, money, anything like that, we will be educating on that at the Wine and Wealth. The Wine and Wealth. That's going to be on June 12th. At 6:30 p.m. at our office in Pilsen. If you want the exact location, go ahead and send us a text message to our phone number, 815-277-6772. That is 815-277-6772. Just send us the text money to that phone number and we'll send you the information for the event. Or if you have a question about anything that we talked about today, send that question to that number and we will get back to you. But definitely get in the room to get that education that you need.
That's good stuff. Thank you, Mika. And then before I close, I just want to give a little bit about me. So, Larry from Larry's Barber College, right? So if you guys would be so kind to go, I'm trying to burn the mortgage on my new building that I'm going to build, right? So if you guys would be so kind and help me out, go to larrysbarbercollege.com. It'll help out with the things that I'm doing in the Cook County Jail. And I'm in 3 locations with the Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice. And I'm trying to take this thing all over the world. I have a shop in Walmart. So we doing it pretty big. I was just on the Val Warner show today, her and Ryan. It was pretty dope. ABC 7. It was really, really good. Val is one of my friends, and it was a great show today. And you guys can tune in later for that as well. But if you guys would be so kind, you can give donations, in-kind donations. You can get a letter. We are 501c3 without a foundation, but you can get all the information from larrysbarbercollege.com. And one of the things that they do before they end on the Brunch Bunch, again, I want to say, Marcel Action Jackson, thank you, man, for letting me sit in your place. I'm sitting in your seat today, too, Marcel. I'm hosting today. And Tamara, Mika is not sitting directly in your seat, but she's kind of she kind of close by, right?
I didn't want to disrespect the queen.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
That's her seat. That's her seat.
So we appreciate you guys for letting us fill in for you guys. Hopefully you'll have us back again. Whenever you can't be here, I'll be more than happy to do it. But you guys tune in next time on Monday for the Brunch Bunch at 12 o'clock. And they do this thing too, Mika, that they do before they end. So they say, "I love you, Mika.
I love you, Larry."
Yeah, that's. I think there's believers.
We love you.
Believers, yeah, it's kind of an obligation, so we got to go with it. All right. See y'all next time. Thanks a lot.
Great show.
Woo-hoo.
Say bye to the stream before I end it.
Later, friends. See y'all later.